Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Good Saturday morning, everybody. Once again, it is Outdoors with Larry Ray, the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor programming, coming to you from the spacious ESPN 790 studios in Memphis, Tennessee. For our friends in Brownsville, Tennessee, we are streaming on 95.3. And for the good friends in Jackson, Tennessee, also streaming on 101.5. All things that you'd ever want to know about what's going on in the outdoors in the Mid-South area, you can find out with Outdoors with Larry Ray. So without further ado, the one and only, the oracle of the outdoors, Larry Ray.
Oh, that's the
outdoor oracle over.
Yeah,
you know what I like about your studio here?
What do you like about my studio?
Your valet parking and room service.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's it.
Yeah, okay, well.
Oh, I missed that.
Hey, I did that. I see your truck
I'm coming through the wrong entrance. I can see that.
Hey, a lot of you folks out there have asked to give an update on Michael Perry, a young man, he's still a young man to me, that was home back in November deer hunting and had an accident that left him seriously injured, ended up in Vanderbilt. 9 surgeries later, is back home in Hilton Head, where he owns the Papa Bear Charter Service out of there. And I said, well, let's just let Michael close out today's show, and because I know it could be emotional for Michael to know how many people have prayed for him, have offered it a lot of uplifting to him to find out what's happening. And first of all, good morning, Michael.
Hey, good morning, Larry. I appreciate you getting back with me.
Tell us, Michael, what it is here as we talk on this Saturday morning, January the 18th. It probably seems like 2 years ago that this happened, but talk about your journey here and where you are right now.
Well, I tell you, we've leaps and bounds. You know, everything seems to be falling in line, kind of right where it should. I'm not completely out of the woods just yet. I've got some other stuff that I have to do. Late spring, early summer to kind of tie things up and hopefully, you know, put an ending chapter, you know, on this ordeal and get back to 100%, but or at least as close to that as I can. But physical therapy started up last week and got home after the first of the year and the holidays there, and you know, just kind of getting used to the new norm, and things are going great, absolutely wonderful.
Well, talk about the experience itself. You never know how many people care about someone until they go through this. I'm sure that a lot of people, when they win the lottery, they all of a sudden have lots of fans, and you know, and
That's
relatives
right.
show up. But when you go through something like you've gone through, I guess you've there's been people that have really stepped forward. Not only your wife and your girls and everything, and all like that, but the emotional side of this, you really learn who your friends are, don't you?
You really do, and it's been a very humbling experience. You know, never in a million years, you know, kind of when you start raising a family and you get in the grind, day-to-day activities, and you kind of lose sight of life in general and kind of how many people you've come across and over all these years, especially in the charter fishing and hunting, industry and stuff.
Yeah.
Your connections are sometimes lost, but then hooked back up, and like you never had a days in between meetings, you know. So the outpour and the people that have reached out to me and the prayers, it's just been overwhelmingly a humbling experience, to say the least. What about your charter service? How? I mean, this you've been set aside for a while here. I have, yeah. I'm definitely on the bench right now for a little while. But my physical therapist, you know, has got some pretty hard goals set for me, and I feel like I can accomplish those. And she kind of sees me pulling out of this, you know, late spring, early summer.
Okay.
And about the time that I kind of tie things up with these other surgeries, of course, there'll be some definitely some physical therapy after that.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and hopefully by midsummer, even possibly late summer, just kind of kind of coming out of all of it, altogether. But things are going good, and we're really happy with the progress. I'm definitely finding muscles that I hadn't used in a long time.
Oh, well, that's my problem. When I pulled a muscle, I'd have a party, because I didn't know I had any to begin with and everything. That's
right.
That split, that 25-foot fall at 105 miles an hour, whatever it was, back in those days, to see where you are now, it's a life changer for you. But I guess at the same time, nothing's done that's not already prearranged for you. I think this. You were in pretty good shape. And how old are you? 40? What now?
45. Just turned 45 on the 4th of January.
I thought you did. You had a birthday. Nothing like last year's birthday. Nothing like last year's.
No, this one brought on a whole new meaning for a birthday for sure.
Yeah,
kind of like being reborn again. A whole new.
It really is,
life,
Michael.
For sure.
You've got a second chance here, and I know that your story is going to be able to touch a lot of folks when it comes to safety, when it comes to never give up. I hope that you will be able to utilize that and tell people you could be a great influence, and I know you will be, knowing you and knowing your dad and all the people that pull for you. That's what I think is ahead for you, is to be a positive influence for people that this may happen to.
Yeah, I hope so. I feel like, in the industry that I'm in, your life is kind of an open book anyway.
It is.
If you can't talk freely about life experiences and stuff when you're sitting on a boat with somebody for 8 or 10 hours, then
yes,
you probably don't have much of a career ahead of you.
I think you've got a story. You've got a story to tell now. That's what.
Yeah, this hasn't changed that. So
okay.
It's kind of been an open book, and I'm willing to express myself and
good for
hopefully
you.
Help everybody along the way.
Well, buddy, thank you for taking time on this Saturday morning and staying in touch. Prayers go out as they continue will be, because I'm a man of faith, and I believe that you're put in positions for a reason, and I think you're handling it well, buddy. So just
I really appreciate it. Thank you for all that, and God bless. And
hang in there.
Hope we can talk again. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying.
Not going anywhere.
No. I'm staying. I got your number. I'm not going to lose it this time. I had to get it from your dad, but never anymore. But anyway,
good.
did he tell you that he won our top prize at the Christmas giveaway here at the radio station?
Oh no.
Are you serious? Oh,
yeah. He doesn't. He never comes off that information easily.
Well, I told him to give it to you. I'm gonna let you find out what it was from him. Okay,
I'll do it.
He's got
I'll do it.
And I think
I'll be seeing him the last week of January.
Okay.
I'm actually going to be able to make it home and do some duck hunting. So wait.
Great. Well, you'll need this then. What he won. He doesn't need it. Okay. All right,
yes,
Michael.
Sir.
Thank you, buddy. Good talking
you so
to you. All right. God bless you. All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Michael Perry. Wow. His daddy did win the $250 Frog Togs gift card, which was really amazing. That we gave away like 5 prizes. 3 of them from Mississippi, 1 of them from Paris, Tennessee, or where he lives, and then 1 local one. Yeah. The rest of them were in Mississippi. So that gives you an idea of the broad scope of the station. Even in Paris, you can pick it up on the Jackson station, 101.5. So if I could get an Arkansas station, it would make it complete. That's what I need to do, is get somebody in Arkansas to run this show. I don't even
Jonesboro.
know. Yeah, Jonesboro would be a good one. You work on that, Frank, okay? I'll do it for free for you, okay?
In my spare time.
In your spare time. You have a spare tire. Next week's show, let me tell you, Ron Wong, as I said, will be at Grizzly Jigs, big spring show up in Caruthersville, Missouri. We're going to be talking to at least 2 of the crappie fishing pros up there as Ron grabs them and hands it. It's always a great time. Then we're going to also talk to 2 of the hottest young pro anglers on the circuit, and that's Cody Holland and Austin Felix. That's all going to be on next week's Outdoors with Larry Ray. And then in 2 weeks, it'll be first Saturday again. It just doesn't seem possible. We got leap year this year. Remember, February 29th. So we'll be talking to you on February the 1st. That's a Saturday. I think that's the Saturday, so we'll be talking to you.
I wonder
and then
my way back down here.
You'll wander back down. And then Frank hopefully will maybe have a picture or something next month. Maybe we can get a sneak preview of the new Slingshot or something.
We'll work on it.
Work on that, because I'm really interested to see that 70% change in the Slingshot. Shelby, thank you for taking care of us. Go to lroutdoors.com. It's got all the information about the shows. Go to the diner. Hopefully, we will have Shelby McCall in the diner. Just go up there. It says the diner. Frank's in there. Dave's in there. And Shelby's going to, because she's got to replace somebody that's no longer here.
Yeah.
So we got to do that. But go to lroutdoors.com. Can we get on out of here? Because I really need to go. I don't mean that. I mean, I just need to take off, okay? I don't mean that. That came out wrong, okay? We could talk Grizzlies for the next 30 minutes.
That'd be fine with me.
Frank is fired up. Well, got 2 minutes.
We got two.
All right.
Go Grizz. I mean, let's face it. A month ago, I can remember about 30 or 40 days ago, I turned to the people behind us in the seats.
Yes.
And I turned to them and I said, folks, I'm going to tell you, I know you think this season is going bad, but we are only 2 games out of a playoff spot.
And now.
And lo and behold, we are there.
We are there. The season is 82 games.
That's right. We're halfway through.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And,
but the homestand is here.
Fun team to watch. If you get a chance to go down.
Take care of that.
Go down.
The Taco Bell special is pretty good, too.
Ja Morant is the real deal. If you get a chance to watch him, he is the first player that the Grizzlies have had, and I've been going to the games since the Pyramid days.
Since the Pyramid.
He's the first player that people will go to a game just to watch him.
Well, you have a chance.
He is that explosive and that much fun and really humble. I mean, I get a chance because I'm sitting we have seats that occasionally we get right behind the bench, and we always get there early. And we watch Ja interact with the fans going in and out of the court. He is a very humble person.
And it seems like the team likes each other. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's a lot of he's made the other guys better when it comes down to it. I mean, that's what I like about him, and I know he doesn't.
Jaren Jackson, Brandon Clark.
Brandon Clark is a pretty good steal at 21 in the draft.
Yeah.
So your season tickets will go up next year.
It's a really, really fun team. We may not be there, but we're there now, so we're enjoying the ride, and nobody's talking about tanking now. It's about hanging on to the.
That's right.
Hanging on to the spot, and I mean, I'm looking. I can tell you we own the tiebreaker right now with the San Antonio Spurs. If we can,
the man knows his Grizzlies.
If we can do it, we split the season with them, but we're ahead of them in the division standings.
Already looking ahead to that.
You bet.
I don't blame you for that. And then, of course, me and Dave are looking ahead to golf pretty soon, so we'll do all that. Dave, thank you for coming down.
And that's the strange part about January.
Yes.
I've played 2 rounds of golf in January.
Those were probably days that he was in the duck blind saying, where are the ducks here? And it's 65 degrees.
And wearing short sleeves while I was doing it.
Well, I'm glad you weren't in the duck blind last Saturday morning when everything blew through, were you?
No, there was no way that I was going to go out there in that stuff.
Well, good, Frank.
I didn't.
Okay.
I don't.
All right. The last time that Hurricane
went out there the day after that.
Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah,
we went out there the next day, but I did not go out there in that big thunder.
All right. This is Larry Ray reminding you to do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else?
God bless the USA.